for Miles Bryant continued today in a Gwinnett County courtroom. Gwinnett County prosecutors have accused the former Doraville police officer of killing 16-year-old Susana Morales. Let's get out to Fox 5's Mary Smith live outside the courtroom with the latest developments for us today. Mary?
So we spent most of the afternoon hearing an interview between police and Bryant. It starts with them talking about police work, the military, then gradually gets into the investigation. This interrogation room interview is dated February 13th, 2023. Searchers found Susana Morales' remains just days earlier near Highway 316. At one point, investigators tell Bryant they found his gun, which he previously reported missing. Police found the gun near the area where Morales' remains were found.
And I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Your phone records are there. You made 2 phone calls 3 hours after she's last seen on camera. And your gun is found right there as well with your phone, where those 2 phone calls are placed. Help me out.
I understand where this comes from.
No, I'm saying I know you to just help me out a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know what you're thinking.
And Monday morning, we heard from several law enforcement officials on the stand, including homicide detective Angela Carter, seen in the interview shown to the jury Monday afternoon.
I kind of had a feeling that night, because Detective Kessler was communicating with me while I was at the other scene and telling me that they believed it was going to be, a Hispanic teenage girl, and then the time frame that they estimated that she had been gone, it all lined up. Even though the distance was kind of far, I really was hoping it wasn't her. And then the next morning when they went back out there, they said that they located hair that was two-toned, the black and the blonde. I really didn't want it to be her.
Last week, Bryant rejected the prosecution's plea deal before jury selection got underway.
Played ring camera video capturing Miles Bryant attempting to break into Alicia Bates' residence on December 10th and 11th of 2022. Bates testified the defendant, who was a longtime friend, was stalking her and showed up at her house uninvited on several occasions.
What do you have Mr. Bryant saved in as your phone?
Miles the stalker with an axe and a hole.
Did you put that in there?
I sure did.
Why'd you put that in there?
Because he is stalking me and he's a weirdo.
So did he indicate to you that he was not going to be linked to the young girl's body because there was no blood or semen on her?
Yes.
Gwinnett County inmate Michael Jones took the witness stand for the prosecution Friday. He told the court he talked with Miles Bryant every day while both were housed at the Lawrenceville facility, and said Bryant told him he wasn't going to be linked to Susana Morales' murder because there were no bodily fluids recovered at the crime scene.
He come back out and he said, well, I'm not going to get charged for this. They ain't got nothing against me.
When pressed by Bryant's attorney, Jones denied being offered a deal by the prosecution to testify.
Mr. Delfont he's never told me he could help me or anything.
Did you tell my client that?
No.
A Gwinnett County crime scene specialist detailed the items recovered from the defendant's police car, personal vehicle, and apartment, including zip ties, disposable gloves, a tracker, and handcuffs.
Basketball science. Yeah, you good, man. We've been all over this complex. Oh, man, you Doraville? Yeah. How long have you been with them? 2.5 years, man. You like it? Yeah. So, yeah, when she first did this, I was talking to them, they heard and stuff like that. They didn't really know anything. I really get to too much watching the news, and my girl used to stay in here really just moved out. And pretty much it. Yeah. Nothing more than anything. Able to be saying. I had to talk to them in a minute, but when she first did this, it was like it was just with her, and it was joining on each other. It's too crazy. Yeah. I haven't heard anything actually. Like, you know, my girl was talking about stuff like that. It was like, it's just weird. They said she was walking home and she just, you know. That's what we're just out here asking questions and stuff. Like, how many calls do you get, like, being cursed? I'm not. None of us are cursed. No, I would get maybe like. It depends. Like, I get stupid calls like noise complaints. Yeah. Noise complaints. you guys come out and handle those, or?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to say anything? Or go ahead.
No, you can speak from there.
I just want to apologize to everybody and to the victim's family. Sorry, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, this former Doraville police officer, Miles Bryant, yeah, this guy is an absolute monster. He's supposed to be out here protecting and serving in the community, and he's a predator on the loose. If they wouldn't have found him guilty, it's no telling how long he would have been out there doing this. Now, after a week of trial, a Gwinnett County jury found former Doraville police officer Miles Bryant guilty of kidnapping and killing a 16-year-old Susana Morales. Bryant, 23, was found guilty of malice murder, felony murder, kidnapping, and false report of a crime. The jury found Bryant not guilty of a criminal attempt to commit rape. Judge Tamala Atkins sentenced Bryant to life in prison without parole. Bryant was wearing a Gwinnett County jail jumpsuit once he came back for the sentencing. Now note, after he was found guilty and was sentenced, he gave this sorry ass apology. You guys saw that in the video. I just want to apologize to everybody, to the victim's family. He only said like a sentence. That was so sorry, he could have just kept that. Now, Morales went missing the night of July 26, 2022, after telling her mother that she was walking home from a friend's house at the Sterling Glen apartment complex, less than a mile from her house. Now, Morales' mother, Maria Guadalupe, thanked the prosecutors and the jury for reaching a verdict. Now, the victim's mother also said, "It's been very difficult since the first day my daughter disappeared." Now, prosecutors argued that on the way home, Bryant kidnapped Morales, threw her phone out of the window, and drove her out to a wooded area near Decula before dumping her naked body. Bryant was supposed to protect. He was supposed to be the person helping, but instead, he did exactly the opposite, said the special prosecutor Brandon Delfont. Before Atkins sentenced Bryant, the devastation that he left is unmanageable for her family and for everybody. The prosecutor described Bryant as evil, a monster, and a predator. For somebody like him, there is no hope. He is a monster. He is what goes bump in the night. He is a predator, and I believe the only sentence that brings justice in this case is for him to be sentenced to a period of life in prison without the possibility of parole, the prosecutor Delfont said. In my opinion, that guy should have got the death penalty. That was such a heinous crime to a 16-year-old child. That guy doesn't even deserve to be even breathing the same air. During closing arguments, Bryant's attorney, Tracy Drake, admitted that her client was guilty of false reporting of a crime and admitted that Bryant had dumped Morales' body in the woods. After the verdict and sentencing, Drake said the most damning piece of evidence was the Life 360 app, which investigators used to track Morales' last known location before her disappearance. Without the Life 360 app, it would have been more difficult to show, arguably, where she was at the time she was picked up. Now, Bryant was arrested on February 13th of 23, just days after Morales' skeletonized remains were found. On February 6, 23, the remains were confirmed through dental records, but a cause of death could not be determined. Investigators found a gun registered to Bryant close to Morales' remains. Yeah, you know, that video I showed where he was standing on the stairs and he was being interviewed by a police officer, that was him actually reporting that gun stolen. So it looks like he was trying to cover his tracks, but fortunately, it didn't work out for him. Cell phone data revealed Bryant was close to the location Morales' remains were on the night of her disappearance. Records also show his phone was back in the area later the same morning, about an hour before he reported his firearm stolen. Now, the state's star witness, lead detective Angela Carter, conducted most of the 3-hour interrogation on Bryant that was played to the jury. During the interrogation, Bryant can be heard telling Carter and investigators that he didn't know Morales and claiming he was not in the woods that night. That's the thing about those investigations that they conduct. That cell phone, the GPS on that thing internally will track your every movement. I know that if you cut that phone off, that's one way that they can't detect your movements. But you know, they have cameras everywhere today, and they have GPS on your automobile. So I mean, it's gonna be pretty hard to evade the police with the technology that they have. Now, the lead detective, Angela Carter, during that interview, she started breaking him down mentally. You are not a bad person, Miles. This is not just an effect on you. This is an effect on all officers everywhere, Carter tells Bryant during the interview. Now, Carter testified they never identified another suspect. That's because there was nobody else involved. It was him and him alone. Now, as part of the investigation, searches of Bryant's work and personal phones, as well as his work computer, were conducted that revealed some of his search history in the months after Morales' disappearance. Now, one of the searches found was how long does it take for a body to decompose? And another search was related to Morales' remains being found in her disappearance. It amazes me how criminals, they don't think about simple things when they're committing crimes. You know, when you have Google searches and all that, they can pull up all your history. I don't care if you do a reset on your phone, they can pull all that stuff up. But I guess a lot of these criminals are stupid. But I'm glad he was stupid. It caught his ass. It's crazy, man. Miles, you were so stupid, bro. You had your whole life ahead of you, 23 years old. You had a girlfriend. You had a nice career. What the hell were you thinking, bro? I cannot understand these people. So this guy got life in prison without the possibility of parole. You're gonna die in jail, man. Sit there and look at those walls for the rest of your life. You're weak, bro. You're disgusting to all officers throughout the country. So I just want to say rest in peace to Susana Morales. And I want to give my condolences to the family as well. I'll talk to you guys later.
I went running around here. I did a bunch of stuff yesterday. And I came back, I went to the store and everything. I had it at the store, and I came back, I went running everything, and then my girl was finna leave. I was like, I got my wallet. I don't know where my wallet at. So I can't find my wallet. And then this morning, I worked the doorbell. I was getting my dry cleaner. I had to work tonight. And then I looked on my floorboard, and my Glock 19 holster is on the floorboard. And my Glock 19 is always together, you know? Right. So, I hate to say, I think I left my door. They ain't smashed the window or nothing. I fucked around, left my door unlocked. I know, man. I get on people all the time. I take a kinder auto report. I just want to at least put that, you know, GCIC.
It was in there when you went to the store last night, correct?
Yeah, it was. I don't know.
You know?
I don't know. I looked down this morning and saw my holster. I said, I can't find my wallet. My holster's there. My gun and holster is never separate, you know? It's we people conceal holster. If I take the holster, I don't carry it free. So, that's definitely missing. You want to get serial number for you real quick? Yeah.
Do you think your wallet was in the truck as well, or?
I think so, because I mean, the pants I had on yesterday, I took it in the house, looked through all the grocery bags there. I only wear in the house, and I came out here and I ran around in there, but under courtesy. And then last night, when my girl got back from, we did something, we came back. I drove around a little bit, and I needed to do patrol anyway. I drove around a little bit, see if I could find it. I didn't see it. It was coming real quick.
Okay. Anyway, I'll list in the truck. Just to say it's on our report.
Yeah. I don't really care about, the detective, stuff like that. I just want to get on UCIC at least. Some person caught on the side of the road with it,
I got you.
Yeah. I'm getting slammed.
Honestly, not really.
West side moving, boy.